Welcome back to Espio the Chameleon reads Sonic IDW Issue 32, Reign of the Vampire Hedgehog. I'm Espio the Chameleon. Now let's continue where we left off, shall we? I was starting to be horrified seeing Charmy to become one of these blood-sucking creatures in the night. I asked myself, why? Why did Charmy have to be a vampire when he could have been Vector and Espio? It's one thing for IDW to have Charmy be a zombot, but when they have to have a bee become a vampire, that's going too far. Despite my sorrow for Charmy, I continued onward with the comic. As Sonic was done with Charmy, he dropped him on the floor and wiped the blood from his mouth. I love the taste of honey in a bee's blood, he said as he laughed evilly. Even though Vector tried to be brave for the sake of Charmy, he was scared for his life. Sonic, why did you do this? Sonic looked at the crocodile menacingly before responding. Didn't you hear what I told Charmy? He walked closer to them, with his best friends following him. I told Charmy that we need blood. We need your blood to survive, Knuckles added. If not, then we will be powerless. When they heard Charmy groan, Sonic and his friends turned around. The bee looked a little different. He had the same fancy clothing and cape like the vampires had. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles walked to the kid to check up on him. Charmy, how do you feel? Tails asked. Charmy felt a little weak. When he looked up to Sonic, he had fangs on his teeth. I need blood. He sinisterly smiled at the hedgehog. That's delightful, because we have room for a lot more. Sonic turned to the crocodile and the chameleon, who were about to make a run for it. He said, Let's get them! He, as well as Tails, Knuckles, and Charmy, pursued the rest of the chaotics. Vector tried to defend himself with his singing voice to stun the vampires. However, Charmy lunged at him and started to suck his blood. Tails and Knuckles followed the vampire bee and sucked the crocodile's blood as well. Well, Espio, it seems that you're our last meal for now, Sonic said before making a beeline for the chameleon. Espio was thinking of taking Vector with him to escape from the vampires as consideration, but looking at the shape Vector was in, he realized that there was nothing he could do to help him. Thus, he had no choice but to escape from the Chaotix office alone. Espio quickly made it out of there unscathed, but he was shocked at the sight of strange vampire-like robots. It was already nighttime, and every one of the citizens, from anthropomorphic animals to humans, had been bitten by robots before becoming vampires themselves. Espio asked himself, what are these robots? I've never seen anything like this. He turned to see Amy with her friends, Cream and Cheese, flying. When they saw Espio, they landed in front of him. Good evening, Mr. Espio, Cream greeted. Amy, Cream, what is the meaning of this? Oh, bees? Amy pointed at the robots. These are vampires. These are vampires created by Dr. Eggman, she replied. They gave me a loving thirst for blood, Cream added. Do you like them? Espio became angry as he watched victims suffering from these so-called vampires. Girls, this is crazy, he demanded. You need to stop acting like this. Not until we have everyone's blood, Cream said. What do you mean? Espio asked. We need blood to survive, the pink hedgehog said. Once we suck everyone's blood, we will rule the world with darkness. Espio couldn't believe what Amy said. He wanted to run away and seek shelter. Cream wanted to make an offer for the chameleon.
Please join us, Mr. Espio.
Cream pleaded.
Let us drink your blood, and you can have all the blood you want.
Espio shook his head before responding. You can't have my blood. He stood his ground. This is mayhem. This is a nightmare, and it has to stop. The two blood-sucking girls looked at him in such disappointment.
If you don't want us to drink your blood, then we'll have to do this the hard way,
Amy suggested. Before they could attack Espio, Amy and Cream were shocked and fell to the ground unconsciously. Cheese checked to see if the vampire girls were all right, giving Espio enough time to find out who saved his blood. He saw Shadow the Hedgehog in the flesh on the rope ladder that had been tied up by the helicopter. It was such a blessing to see Shadow after he was initially cured from the metal virus. Anyway, he used his chaos spear to defend the chameleon. Shadow asked, Espio, are you all right? Yes, Espio replied, thank you. The ultimate life form smiled at the ninja. However, it was short-term, because the vamp bots, as well as other vampires, including Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Charmy, and Vector, were in pursuit for both of them. Amy and Cream got up from the ground and were about to lunge at Espio with Cheese about to strike him. Hop in the helicopter, now! Shadow called. Espio climbed up to the elevator with the ultimate life form. Inside, Rouge was controlling the plane while Whisper the Wolf was defending it from the vamp bots. Some of the vampires began to climb up the rope ladder. When Shadow saw this, he said, Whisper, cut the rope.
I'm on it,
Whisper complied. She cut the rope to prevent any vampires from getting into the helicopter. Whisper said,
got it.
Perfect, Shadow said. He turned to his teammate for Team Dark. Okay, Rouge, let's head to the Restoration HQ.
You got it, baby,
Rouge said while giving him a wink. She drove the helicopter, and they made their way to Restoration HQ, located in Central City. On the way there, Espio was beginning to compose himself. Once he calmed down, he began to ask the trio, why are Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles drinking blood? He asked. What was Amy and Cream talking about? What are these so-called vamp bots? And why did they get to Seaside City? Whisper looked at Shadow.
May I, Shadow?
Yes, he told the wolf. He must know the situation. Whisper sat down next to Espio. She removed her mask from her face before she could explain the situation.
I'll tell you what's happening and how it got started.
This is the end of the issue. I was rather shocked about how this is turning out. I just couldn't believe that Espio was on his own without the rest of the chaotics. First the metal virus, and now the vamp bots. As much as I want to know about how and why this vampire apocalypse got started, I need a moment to collect my thoughts. My hopes are not only to have Eggman what's coming to him, but also have Espio, Shadow, Rouge, and Whisper find a way to bring Sonic and the rest of the gang back from the darkness. I hope that the answers to this vampire propaganda will be revealed in the next issue. In the meantime, I have to take a moment to prepare myself for Halloween, since it's only a few days away. And that, everyone, was Sonic IDW issue 32, Reign of the Vampire Hedgehog, a Sonic IDW Lost Comic creepypasta, written by Bailey Maloney. What do I think of it? To be perfectly honest, I actually find this story really good. It's really good as well as the first issue, Rise of the Vampire Hedgehog. The paragraph structuring was nice, the sentence structuring was really good. Now, Bailey, if you're watching this, you're doing a really good job at this. And Shadow Lioness, thank you very much for narrating this second issue of the Sonic Vampire Hedgehog saga. That meant a whole lot. think of this creepypasta? Did you all enjoy it or did you not? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And do you enjoy this saga so far or did you not? Or are you not enjoying it? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below as well. Well, I better get going. I better get going. I'm gonna go meditate. But thank you all very much for watching. This is Espio the Chameleon signing off. So long.